My name is David Crowe and I've worked at Boroondara for 8 years.
My name is Pru Smith and I've been at City Boroondara for 4 years now.
My primary role at Infrastructure Services is the Manager of Infrastructure Services, and it's really about leading a great team of about 75 staff members.
I lead a team of 5 landscape architects and urban designers, and we design the public spaces around councils, their parks and their strip shopping centres.
The project came about as a result of some community requests from shopping traders who said that they were very keen to have some planting done in their strip shopping centres.
It started with the project brief, which David's team provided. I think David basically said the planters had to be pretty much unbreakable, they had to be cheap, or cost effective should I say. They had to involve a recycling component, and was sort of in line with the depot's agenda around recycling, which we thought was fantastic.
We originally started with the idea of actually using recycled tyres, and we decided that was probably not the best idea for leafy Boroondara.
As much as we love the idea that he was recycling tyres from the depot, I think in some ways he wanted to bait our team into getting more involved, and we took the bait and we decided to give him a hand with design.
And ultimately we decided that we could use old rubbish bins as the planter container.
And we thought, well, it made a lot of sense to repurpose them for reuse around the centres.
We did consultation with the trader groups to define exactly where the planters were going to go. We had to have some old bins repowder coated in a Anatech grey colour, which was the agreed colour, and then we put them in.
They looked all right, but unfortunately it didn't go quite as we'd hoped.
When we initially put them in, it was really, really positive. The traders were delighted that council had, listened to what they had to say and provided this trial to see how it went. The traders committed to looking after the plants, so watering the plants and keeping an eye on them. What we discovered is that the plants were quite popular with some elements of the community, so plants went missing.
They were dumping rubbish in them and using them for cigarette butts almost immediately.
So we had these sort of plants sticking out of the top of the bins, but we also had rubbish and cigarette butts, and so they started to look quite unattractive.
What we learned from this project was we do it slightly differently next time. So we have been approached by Ashburton traders to put some edible food planters in their shopping centre. But this time I think we found it was important to get the traders a bit more buy-in and ownership of the planters. So the adjacent traders have all agreed to sort of keep the planters clean and look after them and replace the stolen plants and things like that. So they're in Ashburton Shopping Centre and they seem to be working well.
The main thing that we learnt from the process, or myself, was that this council is a council that actually enables you to trial different things.
Ultimately, I don't see it as a failure because in some ways we did learn by doing. We were able to test the idea on the ground. It also opened up a broader discussion around shopping centres and how do we beautify our shopping centres, which is great. And the third thing I think probably really importantly was that it did actually ultimately and strangely improve our relationship with the traders organisations. They did appreciate that we were trying to do something rather than sort of doing nothing, which was fantastic.
I think everybody just in their day-to-day makeup are innovative. People are always thinking of cleverer or easier ways to do things. So it's not about badging something as necessarily being innovation. It's really about sort of putting your mind to trying to do something smart or do something that's a little bit different. And
also ask a lot of questions. I think early on you sort of need to test, like, why are we doing this? Is there another way? And there's nothing wrong with this. I think that allows you to step outside the problem and look at it differently.
I think this organisation's fantastic when it comes to providing the space to allow people to innovate. Sometimes things work and everybody's happy, and like with this project, it didn't work out in the end. But I never got a sense of failure. I got a sense of, well, good on you for at least giving it a go.